welcome in, welcome in. Hello, hello. Good morning. Welcome, welcome. Happy Wednesday. Happy Wednesday. Y'all, today we are going to be talking about a couple of things. The first thing is for sellers, we're going to talk about what's coming next week for most of us, unless we already have it, which is um, seller support. So, uh, sellers holding our own customer service. Good morning, good morning, good morning. And then we may be able to have a special guest. Hey, MRG, good morning, my queen. How are you, friend? How are you? Welcome in, y'all. Welcome in. Happy Wednesday. What am I doing wrong? Okay. There's something going on with the chat on my iPad, so I'm gonna have to look at my phone like this, y'all. So forgive me. So, um, we're gonna wait on that. We're gonna talk about the seller support, not only from the seller side, but from the buyer perspective as well. So I'm really excited about that. And then around 30, 40 minutes in, we're going to plan on a seller spotlight, and that's going to be fun. We're going to interview somebody, kind of interview, but just get some feedback from some folks. Good morning, everybody. Good morning. Good morning. Everybody drop in the chat where you're joining us from this morning, and we will get started. I need to put up a poll, actually. Let me do that real quick. Okay, so why is it that my iPad always gives me issues? Am I not logged in on my iPad? Okay, let me do this. All right, guys, forget the poll. We won't do that. Hey, y'all, good morning, good morning. Okay, let's talk about it real quick. Let me pull up something on my iPad that I wanted to read to you all. Let's see. Because drop in the chat if you are a seller and if you are already handling your own customer service. Put a yes or a Y in the chat if you are a seller and you're already handling your own customer service. Good morning, everybody. Welcome in. Welcome in. Hello, hello, hello. What does it mean to handle your own customer service? Great question. Great question. And I will talk about that. I sure will talk about that. That is a great question. Great question. Hey, good morning, my friend. Yay. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. All right. Urge, we are talking about seller customer support. We're going to talk about that just for a little while. And y'all, my dear, dear friend, my sister, Urge to Splurge, is going to co-host with us this morning. We'll do that a little bit later. So, Urge, just send me a message when you're ready, and we'll kick it over. But we're going to talk about this seller support. So, as we know, and also put in the chat if you put a B if you're a buyer, put a S if you're a seller, and BS if you're both. BS if you're both. We've got a buyer. Okay, good. We've got a BS. Got another buyer. Okay, perfect. Okay, so right now, as a buyer, if you have an issue with something that you've ordered on WhatNot, what's the first thing that you do? Do you reach out to the seller or do you reach out to WhatNot? Let me know. And if you haven't had a problem, what would be the first step that you would make? Reach out to the seller. Good. Reach out to the seller. Good. And as a buyer, what is your expectation of hearing back from that seller? Do you allow 24 hours, 48 hours? What's your expectation? Reach out to the seller. Good. If I have an issue with an order, I always reach out to the seller first. Always, always, always. Hey, Ross, what up? I would like to hear back within 24 hours. That's the preference. Okay, good. Oh, riding this bike and talking about seller support. um, Seller provided customer service. Going on vacation? Where are you headed? Where are you headed? So you're packing. I'm thinking packing orders. You're packing. Okay, going to Iraq, going to the war zone. You be careful. Be careful. All right. So, no, it's not. But just be careful. Okay. So, you all, essentially, from what I like to do and what I've had other people say, oh, yay. What I've had other people say is, you know, I'll reach out to a seller because something's going on with an item that oh, okay. Okay, cool. They'll reach out and they'll say, I've received my order, there's something wrong with it. Would love to speak to you about how we can resolve it. That's kind of what I say. Now, I've only had a couple of issues where I needed to return something. Sometimes things happen, things get broken in the mail and transport because a lot of times we feel that USPS may be playing soccer with our packages, okay? Um, oh, okay, gotcha. Well, you need a shipping show. Go to I Love Discounts page. I love discounts. Um, with artifacts, yeah. Go to I Love Discounts page and bookmark and follow them. They have a shipping show every, I want to say Monday, and they discuss things like that. All right. So when I actually, thank you, thank you, MRG. When I actually go to, when I actually, reach out to the seller, my expectation is 24 to 48 hours. Now, if you're a buyer, let me explain this to you. When we get messages from, we as sellers get messages from buyers, they're sometimes hidden because we have to follow each other for the messages to automatically come up. There's a little spot, and I think you should be able to see it too in your portal, even just as a buyer, where when you go into messages, there's a little corner that says message request. And I'm guilty. I don't always remember to look there. And message request comes from, you didn't do it. Yes, you did. Yes, you did. No, we wanted to tag you because there's someone on here who's thinking about selling and had some shipping questions. So we definitely wanted to include you and have them follow you and come into your chat. Uh, yes. Yes. So if your message is under message requests, sometimes the seller may miss it. They may miss it. A lot of sellers that are, I hate to say large and small sellers, but a lot of established sellers or sellers who have high volume, they may get spammed with messages all day long with people sharing shows, with all kinds of things that may be, yes. um, there may be an issue that has come up, so people have sent them message requests. So that message could get hidden. So if I don't hear back from, a seller within typically 48 hours. I've even given sellers longer than that, to be quite honest with you, but you only have a certain time frame that things can be resolved through whatnot. So what I do is reach out to the seller. If I don't hear from them at a certain time, of course, then I have to reach out to whatnot. And you just go to the order to say, there's an issue with your order. Because as a buyer on whatnot, you can feel really good knowing that you have the support of the company to be able to go ahead and make sure that what you've bought is correct. Now, from a seller perspective, this is what can happen. And this has happened to me because I've had 2 or 3 returns. And one item was, I think actually all 3 said that the item wasn't as described. Okay. I went back and watched the video. They were all 3 were vintage pieces. And I showed the tone loss. I ran it for a low cost, but at the end of the day, I really do want you as a buyer to be satisfied with the order that I send you. I don't want you to have something that you don't want. Okay. So I try to make it right. Now, if the buyer does not reach out to the seller and reaches out to Whatnot directly and Whatnot refunds you, they don't send me as a seller a message. I have to go into my analytics to see that. So sometimes sellers may have items that were returned and they don't even realize it if they're not looking at their analytics. Hello, hello, hello. And I'll show you all what that looks like too. Let me pop back in here. Yes, you don't do it. Okay. Y'all, my chat is not moving on my phone. I'm glad I'm over here. All right, let me catch up on the chat. So, okay, at that point, you can only deal with Whatnot instead of the seller, correct? Yes. Yes. Once you file a claim with Whatnot or let them know that there's an issue with an item, they'll ask you to describe what was wrong, and they typically just refund your money. You don't return the item or anything else. Now, as a seller, if you are going, and sometimes, let me be quite transparent. Sometimes Whatnot will, when they give the buyer the refund, they will withdraw that money from the seller's account. And sometimes they don't. Sometimes they just refund the buyer. As a seller, if you have a problem with an item that I got from you, I really do want to know because I want to make it right. And I want to become better every day, right? With every sale, I want to be better. Now, if there's a problem with an item that you got from me that you said wasn't as described, that's no problem. Send me the item back. I'll refund you, just like Amazon would, just like Walmart would, just like anywhere else would. What I don't understand is how you can say that something wasn't as described, get a full refund, and keep the item. That's kind of, I just don't think that's right. So that's the good part now about having control of your own customer service as a seller. So any questions so far? Any questions or comments so far? And we're going to talk about what that looks like for the seller. Also, so as of September 1st, hello, as of September 1st, all sellers will handle their own customer service. Meaning if something is wrong with an item, then Whatnot the message that you send to Whatnot comes directly to you. Okay. And I just opted in early. So I've been in it since I think Monday is when I had the option to opt in. Okay. Let's see. What is the rhyme or reason for when they withdraw it from the seller account versus not? That's a great question. I don't know. I really don't know. I've only had one time that they withdrew the money from my account. So I'm not sure. If anyone else knows, please put that in the chat because I don't know the rhyme or reason for that. And as a seller, let me show you. It's not going to let me show you while I'm on here. Okay. Well, as a seller, when you look in your seller hub and you see your order accuracy, that will let you know if you've had returns. That's how I found out that I had some returns. I was like, why is my order accuracy like 99.6%? And I had to go into my analytics to find out that I had returns because no one ever reached out to me. And I checked my messages. I even went back and checked my message requests to make sure I didn't miss anything. But the buyer chose not to reach out to me. They just reached out to WhatNot, which is their right to do. I would just prefer them to reach out to me. So now, in my opinion, I'm excited about having control over customer service. So let me tell you what this means. Handling support requests. These are the requirements as a buyer. Whiskey agrees. Okay, yes. Handling customer support. When a buyer has an eligible issue, their request will now come directly to the seller's inbox. You will have 48 hours to respond, and you can either issue a full or partial refund, send a replacement, or message the buyer to work towards a resolution. And like I said, I want every buyer from me to be satisfied. Good morning. Good morning. Hey, good morning. I want every buyer to be okay. Did we just get a raid? Who raided us? Hold on. Let's see. Did we just get a raid? I'm riding the Peloton. Y'all, I think someone just raided us, but I can't tell who. We tried to raid. Okay, thank you. Deals from me to you. Thank you so much, y'all, for the raid. Okay, you came over on your own. Who sent you? Who sent you? Was it Deals? From the squirrel shop. Okay, gotcha. All right. Okay. Hey, Squirrel Shop. Thank you so much, friend, for the raid. We appreciate you, friend. Please put in the chat when you're selling, what you sell, and when you're selling it next. Y'all, let's pause and give the Squirrel Shop a follow, please, and bookmark. And please, the Squirrel Shop, tell us what you sell, when you sell it, and when you're selling it next. So, y'all, this is our Wednesday show. We ride the bike and we talk about buyer, seller, whatnot, all the things. It's a safe place. So, thank you guys. And please come back anytime. Thank you. All right. So, now we're talking about sellers handling their own support. All right. Let's see. Okay. The Squirrel Shop is in the vintage category. I have a 30-minute positivity show on Monday through Friday at 7 a.m. Eastern. Awesome. Start the day out right. I love that. Y'all, let's give them a bookmark and follow. We all need some positivity in our lives, y'all. So let's give them a bookmark and follow. Thank you. I love that. All right. And thank you again, the Squirrel Shop. We appreciate you, friend. Okay. So as a seller handling their own customer support, I think it's a great thing. If you're not happy with what you've received from me, I am happy to refund you. I would like my merchandise back. So if I have the option of saying, just send me the merchandise, I'll refund your money, that's what I would like to do. I don't like the option of, okay, you weren't satisfied, you just keep it and you get your money back, and then WhatNot is taking money from me. That just doesn't make logical sense to me. You will also, as a seller, have exactly that. It's just wild like that. Yay, y'all! Yes, follow, you guys. You will also have additional support metrics to understand your performance. And now, if you're on your app in the Seller Hub, you will actually see very clearly your analytics for your customer service. And MRG said, okay, what about when it's an issue with a giveaway prize? I received a giveaway prize that was broken. That's a great question. If anybody else knows the answer to that, you all take it. But yeah, I wouldn't have said anything either since it was free. This is what I don't agree with. I don't agree with, and y'all see I don't do giveaways. If I do a giveaway, it's going to be a buyer's giving. Um, I don't agree with WhatNot allowing people who win giveaways to give bad reviews. I just don't. Um, Urge said, I have an opinion, but don't know the answer. What's your opinion, friend? And let me know when you're ready. Yeah. Yes. Good morning. Good morning. Yeah. So if WhatNot is, if you're getting something for free, then I just don't think you should be allowed to give a review. It's free and you're taking that chance. It's free. So yes, exactly. Yeah. I agree with that. I agree with that. I think if I win a giveaway, if I even enter a giveaway and win a giveaway, I'm coming from the spirit of gratitude. So if I get something and it's like, meh, or it doesn't come as described or whatever, I'm appreciative that they sent it. Okay. And I can then do what I want to with it, but I wouldn't dare give them a bad review or anything else. Hey, good morning, Dr. Reed. Good morning. Good morning. All right. So remember, 48 hours for the seller to respond to the buyer request. You can issue a full or partial refund. You can send a replacement, or you can message the buyer to work towards a resolution. Now, with the support metrics, that's important to understand. You'll start to see a new internal metrics in your inbox under customer support. And y'all, when you pull up your seller hub, it is right there. So you don't have to dig and try to find it. It's very easily accessible. Love with a beautiful. Oh, thank you. Oh, thank you, Margie. I appreciate you saying that. Thank you. All right. Yes, y'all. Check out the shop. It's loaded. I can see I didn't exercise well this week. I'm winded already. Okay. So in your metrics, you'll start to see your response rate. So WhatNot is going to measure you as a seller. Thank you. I appreciate you. WhatNot is going to measure you as a seller by your response time. You need to respond within 48 hours. Also, customer satisfaction, and its acronym is CSAT. CSAT. Feedback from buyers after support interaction. So essentially now buyers will be able, oh, thank you so much for the tip. I appreciate you so much. Thank you, thank you. Um, that was Whiskey. Thank you, Whiskey Pines. I appreciate you, friend. Thank you. So now buyers are able to rate their satisfaction with the process of the resolution. Oh, thank you for joining through the shared link, Sherry. And thank you all for sharing. I appreciate you all. Now, I don't know if you all have noticed, but there was a beta program for seller supported customer support. What is this really called? Seller provided support. Seller provided support. And you would see good morning, you would see at the top of someone's profile where you can see their number of sales and their rating and all of that. You would see something that said, I think it said seller support, and it would say excellent or uh, something else. But that was the matrix of them resolving any kind of buyer issues. So that's rated by the buyer and it's rated by WhatNot. All right. If you look at the profiles now, that's gone away. That's gone away. This lets me know, this is the email from WhatNot letting me know that I'm now in the program for seller provided support. And this lets me know that, oh my good, y'all, thank you. Thank you. Thank you. I appreciate you all. Thank you, MRG. So this lets me know that It's coming back. So not only will buyers be able to see, or anyone, hey, Kay Hutchins, hey, friend. Not only will buyers be able to see your ship time, your reviews, or your rating, they'll be able to see your rating with customer support as well. Okay. So, um, your support rating will appear on your profile, ranging from excellent to below average. It is based on factors like response time, escalations, because if you and the buyer can't resolve it, it'll be escalated to WhatNot, refund patterns, and buyer satisfactions. It signals to buyers that if something goes wrong, you will respond and work toward a fair resolution. That confidence plays a meaningful role in driving repeat purchases and building a loyal customer base, right? So, and then it tells you more about how WhatNot is there to support you. So, again, y'all, you've got to stay on top of those metrics. It's going to be front and center in your seller hub, and you have to be on top of it. Will there be a section for reviews for refunds? Will there be a section for reviews for refunds? I don't think there will be a section for reviews for refunds. I just think that you will have a box in your profile that rates you as either, let me tell you exactly what they said. Da, 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 da. Hold on, I just had it. Okay, why can't I find it? It went from excellent to below average. Yeah, excellent to below average. So you will be rated on how you deal with your customers and their issues. No, not just for no, it's for everybody to see. It's for everybody to see. Actually, if you all remember, they just took this away, actually. There were sellers who were, yes, yes, it will be for everybody to see. There were sellers who were in the beta program for a year or more. And hey, Sammy D, good morning, good morning. Good morning, Christy. On their profile, you would be able to see it either said customer support or support, and it would have them as an excellent rating or below. The only ones that I ever saw were excellent, honestly. But their rating is on there. It's going to be on your profile. They've taken it away for now. It just went away like a week or two ago. But this email lets me know it's coming back. Okay, so it is coming back. Now, I give, as a buyer on the app, I give sellers grace. You can mess up a couple of times, and I think that's human. It's okay to mess up. We move on. I won't necessarily stop my relationship, my buying, selling relationship from you if there's a mistake or whatever. Okay. Even if I've reached out to you and you haven't reached back out to me within that 48-hour time frame, then I'm going to WhatNot and we'll resolve it that way. Always give the courtesy to the seller first. Okay. Now, y'all put in the chat, put a Y in the chat. Well, no, put how many times, the number of times you allow a seller to make a mistake and not respond to you before you sever that buyer seller relationship. Is it one time? Is it twice? Put how many times in the chat. I follow WhatNot corporate career page. They are really adding more support for sellers to their teams. Oh, okay. A one time, one time. That's good to know, MRG. 2 to 3 times, Dr. Reese said. Okay. So some give a little bit more grace than others. I know. Jen Kell said, baby, you got to get it right. You got one time. But that's fair. That's fair though. That's fair. Um, I could say that I've gotten things that I haven't been satisfied with, and sometimes I just say I let it go because as a seller, I know that there's something that I'm going to miss as well. So I allow that grace. Now, if I've allowed it a certain amount of times and I've been reached out to you and you don't respond, that's going to be a deal breaker for me. Whiskey Pine said, I haven't had any issues, knock on wood. Yes, knock on wood. That's right. And I've had 3 items returned and they were all done through WhatNot. And I didn't even know that they'd been returned. It may have actually been 2. Um, y'all had like 3 orders messed up in one show because I had the flu and didn't know. So my thoughts were all over the place. Dr. Reed, if you messed up some orders, that's okay, my dear. That's okay. We know something had to be going on with you. I received a product that was damaged. Plus, I never received the giveaway prize that I won in the show. The seller responded, but never proposed a solution. Ooh. Well, what did they say? Yes, Dr. Reed said, your customers are loyal. I got it right. Absolutely. Your customers know if you're a seller and you have return customers, they know when something's going on with you. If that's the exception and not the rule, I think more than not, we're willing to understand that. When that becomes the pattern of that's how you are, that's where we have a problem. They asked me to come back to the show and purchase something else. So, oh, I had that happen. Not me as a seller, but as a buyer, somebody said, okay, well, I'll put something else in your package. And I said, no, we're going to need to resolve this. You're not going to wait on me to buy something else. Because for me, this was a problem with shipping. It was a beautiful item, but it wasn't packaged properly. So I'm not ordering anything else. Now that was a one and done, just because I know that you don't know how to ship. And maybe you learned from that because I said it wasn't packaged properly. I don't feel comfortable ordering anything else. So let's see. All right. Let me catch up on the chat. I immediately unfollowed them. I did not care to rate them. I just left it alone. Yeah. And you were a frequent buyer in their show? Oh, wow. Y'all, we better get with it on this customer service. Whiskey Pine said, you ladies are amazing. So glad I stumbled into your little WhatNot group. Join us every Wednesday. We are in here riding or walking or sitting and chatting. And we always try to just glean something from each other. That's what it's all about. We're sharing, caring, and here. No judgment. Just come and have a good time. Hey, Teresa. To you and others in the chat, what is your best beginner's advice to consider? Okay, for a seller, for those who are considering to be a new seller. Hey, Jamie. Good morning. Teresa and sellers, drop in the chat. Give Teresa some support and some suggestions on. Hey, everyday girl. Good morning. Give Teresa some advice for thinking about starting to sell. My first advice is, Teresa, I know you've been a buyer on the app, so you're familiar with how things work. Don't have everything perfect initially. Think about what you want to do, create a plan to do it. Don't overanalyze it and do it. You're going to learn by doing. You're going to learn by doing. It's on the job training. On the job training. The more you play that video in your mind about what could happen, what might happen, all the things to get it perfect. Um, thank you. All the things to get it perfect, it's going to delay the start and it's going to create anxiety. You just got to make a plan and do it and build as you go. You'll learn as you go. Develop, you've developed a community. We'll help you. We'll absolutely help you. But I think the biggest thing is going live. That I think is the biggest thing. All right, let me catch up. Hey, Faithfully Created. Good morning. Good morning, Kai. You're back every day, girl. Yes, ma'am. Yes, MRG said, just do it. Just do it. Dr. Ree is she's gonna make me fall off this bike. Don't use USPS envelopes as padding. That's illegal. She's not wrong. She's not wrong. When she's really not wrong. Turn on that phone and get it. Oh. Okay. Faithfully said, I received 2 packages yesterday wrapped just like that. I received a package and yeah, I've received that before too. Um, they are good for glass though. Yeah, but supposedly, now I haven't read this anywhere. I haven't read this anywhere, but I believe it to be true. And actually, I can't say that I haven't read it anywhere else. If you read on the, oh, y'all are good in the chat this morning. If y'all read on the USPS packaging, it will say that it's solely to be used for, priority mail or flat rate mail. So there is a fine that's listed if they catch you using it for other reasons. Just saying. Always include your receipt in the package. You want to know who we want to know who we bought it from and what we got. I do agree with that. I really do like the packing slip. Some people prefer not to have it, and I send it anyway. That's how I check off the items that you bought from me. That's how I manage my shipping station. And so I love receiving a packing slip. If I don't receive a packing slip, sometimes I really don't know. And so I absolutely prefer it. The squirrel shop said, put a sticky note over the number of people in your room. Oh, that is a great piece of advice. Watching that number can really mess with your head. Absolutely. When you go on live, I love that, the squirrel shop. When you go on live, if it's just you in the room, and it may be, talk as if there are 100 people in your room and keep it moving. Keep selling, keep putting things up, talking about it as if you have 100 people in your room. Put a sticker over that number and just keep it rolling. Keep it rolling. That is an excellent piece of advice. Yes, excellent piece of advice. Yep. All right. Well, oh, y'all. Okay, wait a minute. Let me catch up. Hold on, hold on, hold on. Ah, hold on. Let me go back. Y'all, wait a minute. Let me see. Okay. How do I get this off of my phone? All right. Let's see. Well, if someone tattles on me, then I know. I know. There is a fine. They can scan through your poly mailer if they really wanted to. And y'all know, somebody recently shipped me a box. It was in a box, and the box was they kind of used black tape around the box. It was a priority box, but they shipped it ground after the shipping changes. And so they shipped it ground, and I'm assuming it was fine because I'm assuming they didn't have a penalty because I received the box. But you all know those boxes are a very standard size. And I've never seen the size of those priority boxes anywhere else. Have you all? Those flat rate boxes? They're such an odd size. I've never seen that size anywhere else. So I think they're easily identifiable too. The only times I had items missing was when there was no packing slip. Oh, that's good to know. While That Bling does a great thing with her package slip. She lists all of her upcoming shows on it. Oh, really? I love the way Jill's always thinking, and she's always doing things like that. Okay, send things to media mail if it's not media mail. No, yes, don't send things to media mail if it is not media mail. That is exactly right. All right, let's see here. Okay. Jamie J said, don't let the first shows dictate your journey. Be consistent and always have a mod, no matter how many people you have. That is an excellent piece of advice. Excellent piece of advice. And I'm guilty of that because I never remember to mod people. So I'm very guilty of that. That is a great piece of advice. I like when someone takes 2 seconds to write a small thank you note on the packing slip. I used to do like a little handwritten thing, and I still have sellers who do that. I heard someone say, like I've heard 2 schools of thoughts on this. From Zoe's Treasures, she likes systems. So she won't start something that she can't continue. And as she scales, she doesn't feel like she would be able to continue a handwritten note and manage her time well. So she doesn't do it. Daisy Lane, on the other hand, plans to do it every single time. And it's just a part of how you think about your business model. But I think handwritten notes are so warming because you just don't see them anymore. Savvy D said, be consistent, show up for you and for the show or the brand. Absolutely. Absolutely. Coastal said, there's a major seller on here that uses masses of those padded envelopes. Mhm. There are a lot of them. You would think if they're a major seller, then they could buy some envelopes because if eventually, y'all, we've seen it impact our shipping right now. It's going to come back and it's going to impact us as a seller if we offer free or reduced shipping. And it's also going to impact the buyer if buyer pays all shipping. So one way or the other, it's going to get paid for. Be yourself and be a seller you would want to buy from. Oh, I love that. Love that. One time I had to pay to pick up an item because of the seller. I let her know and she ghosted me. Ooh, but WhatNot reimbursed. Okay, good. Wow. Did you sever that relationship every day, girl? I include a thank you card. Yes. Okay. Urge is ready. Okay. I had first started 100 people. Okay. Y'all, I had your first started and got a huge raid, like 100 plus people. Your shows can change real quick. Yes, mods are important. So Jamie said she got, was it your first show and you got the huge raid? So mods are definitely important. I'm going to learn my lesson. I'm a dinosaur. Love the written word. Yes. Premier Shop's doing it makes me cringe. I don't know why. I just feel like they should know better. Yeah, well, I think it's a system. We finish how we start. Yes. Okay. Y'all, I'm going to go ahead and we're going to shift the conversation a little bit. Okay. While I'm talking, you all drop your shows and if you're a seller, drop emojis in the chat. Drop your emojis in the chat so we can start following and bookmarking each other. While I do that, I am going to bring on a good friend of mine, I'm happy to say, and a great mentor and thought partner to me. And that's Urge to Splurge. You all drop your emojis in the chat if you're a seller while I go ahead and invite her to co host. Hello. Hello. Why can't I see you? This happens every time.
I don't know.
Okay. Is there still an echo?
It might be me.
It's probably me. What about that? I
No
turned my
echo.
iPad off.
Yeah, and I had mine too because I didn't want to trust my eyes.
Hold on, y'all. 1 second. Let me try to minimize. Hold on. Okay. Let me re-invite her. Bear with me 1 second, you all. Oh, I love all those emojis. Oh, okay. There we go. Urge. Invite to co-host. Confirm. Let's see if this works.
Is that
There you
better?
are.
Hey, can y'all hear me okay?
I can.
Okay, let me turn my volume up. All right. I'm having a harder time hearing you now.
Oh, let me see.
It's okay. We'll
Okay.
figure it out.
Okay.
We'll work
Okay.
through it.
All right. Y'all, this is
Ah,
Urge to Splurge, my
good
buddy.
morning.
Urge, tell us a little bit about yourself, anything you'd like to share, and your whatnot journey.
Okay, well, first of all, good morning, everybody. Um, I decided to change my venue since I'm not going to walk and talk. I thought I could post up outside with my bike in the background. And I'll do a walk later.
I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. I
Nobody wants to
absolutely
hear a 50 plus woman walking and breathing hard. So no,
like
I'm not
me.
doing it. But anyway, I am Karen of Urge to Splurge. I live in the Dallas, Texas area, and I am in a transition right now. I am in my retirement phase, so I'll be retiring in the next few days, actually, which is crazy. And so I'm looking forward to that. What else? What else? So I've been selling on WhatNot since 2023. Yeah,
Okay.
2023. It seems like a long time. But started out in clothing, transitioned over to jewelry, still kind of dabble in clothing, but love all the things. So anything to do with clothing, jewelry, I love it. And then more recently, started getting more involved in some of the community shows. So, doing some fashion segments, collaborating with some folks, and just, whatever comes to this crazy mind, I just try to follow it. So, but Kathy had been asking me if I would come on. For those of you who don't know, I'm really not a real morning person. I mean, I can be up and on her show, but to be up and, talking and coherent, not usually. So, so thank you, friend, for getting me. And this is the week my husband is in office, so it's easy because he's up making all kind of noise anyway.
Oh, gotcha. 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 That worked
but
out
um,
well.
but anyway, so thank you for inviting me and allowing me to share my story. Um, I was going to tell you, Kathy, thank you for having this forum for all of us. I think a lot of
Oh,
people are becoming to know you as a good resource for us.
oh,
And
thank
I
you.
said that if anyone is a perfect fit for testing the seller customer service out, it's you because you're going to ask the questions and you're going to
Thank
share the
you.
information. You won't gatekeep anything. So,
I appreciate you,
so I'm
friend. Thank
just
you.
glad that I have a personal resource that I can call and ask.
Thank you. I appreciate it. I
But
really, really
anyway,
do.
so yes, she is. She really
Oh,
is
y'all are
amazing.
sweet. Thank you all.
Oh,
Thank you.
thank
Thank you.
you.
That's what I was getting ready to get to.
Yes.
That's what I.
So, Kathy, may I ask you? I know I
Yeah.
hate to do this again and disrupt the flow, but I
No.
really am having a hard time hearing you for some reason. My volume is up. Can we
Let's
try
see.
again?
Yes. Let me.
Okay.
I'm
I
gonna
don't know if it's because
minimize.
I have I don't know. I turned my iPad off. So,
Okay.
can
Hold
we
on
try
one
one
second.
more
I'll.
time?
I'll. Yeah. I'll
Okay.
do it. Okay. Hold on.
And if that doesn't work, then
We'll figure it out.
okay.
Okay.
Thank you.
All right. Let me find Urge. Invite to co-host. Okay. Can everybody else hear me? Okay.
Okay.
Is it better now?
That is better. Yes.
Okay, perfect, perfect, perfect. And one of the things Urge didn't tell us about is she is really, she has amazing resources for closet clean out and organization.
And now the garbage man is here. So you get what you get, okay? If I need to go inside, I can go inside.
I
Hey, it would be me without some shenanigans, right? I mean,
was
what do
getting
you
ready to say,
expect?
never a dull moment, never a dull moment,
Never.
always the life of the party. Miss Urge and Hero, always the life of the party. um, y'all, okay, so put a heart in the chat if you had the opportunity to see any of the raid train that was the Bengal battle that was hosted by Urge to Splurge last Saturday. I know several of you were on it. Savvy D, you were on it. Who else did I see in here that was on it? Of course, Urge was on it. Everyday Girl, she wasn't on the train. She was traveling, but she was able to
Okay.
participate. Jamie J caught it. Y'all, let me tell you something. There is nothing more exciting for me as a buyer and a spectator watching something that's so adrenaline filled Beautiful items and fun where you just have to go, 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 go and make decisions like boom, 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 boom. Oh, it was amazing. It was
Oh,
amazing.
thank you.
Oh, yay.
Yeah,
Yes,
my
it was
friend
so good.
who's in the chat,
Thank
Tuchella,
you,
told me,
Christina.
she was like, it
Thank you,
was
Jill.
like an adrenaline rush, not only for the sellers, but also for
Yes,
the people watching. She was like, you were just kind of on edge. So
yes.
that really wasn't the intent, but
It was fun.
but
Whether
it
it
was
was the
so much
intent or
fun. Oh, she
not, it
said she
was
was
good.
stressed out.
To Jella. I know. It
Oh
was
my
so
gosh.
good. It was so
Yeah.
good. So what
Thank you.
how did you think about that? What made you just pursue that particular rage train, especially in such a busy time in your life right now?
I guess, I've been in some other challenges in the past that have been hosted by others, but I don't think I've seen anything. Well, others have done like jewelry and things like that, but I know the bangles are like the hot ticket item right now.
Yes.
And we've had, Michelle of It's a Vintage Affair does the regular raid train, the Bengal raid
Right.
train. And so I thought, oh, how fun would it be just to have a battle? And
Yes.
so I thought, let's do a few sellers so we can kind of keep it small, but
Uh-huh.
also not have it be a long train.
Yes, yes, yes,
And
yes.
within the course of 2 hours, you can give up a couple of hours on a Saturday evening. And so I
Yes.
was just like, I'll just ask with no idea how it was going to turn out. But I had so much fun. And I have some things, some notes that I took from it that I want to change a little bit. But I did decide that I will do it twice a year.
Oh,
So
awesome. Awesome.
yeah, so we
Awesome.
will have another battle. I'll probably rotate some folks in because there's been some interest expressed
Yes,
by
yes, yes,
others,
yes.
and so we'll
Yes.
try to keep it fresh with different sellers. So
Yes. It
yeah,
was
but
so
thank
awesome.
you.
Y'all, if you missed it, so Urge showed up and I missed the
Yes.
first part of it because I was traveling. So when I popped in, when the first time I saw Urge was actually when she was doing her selling show. So the camera was facing her bangles. So I didn't see her until the end. She had her whole referee outfit on, had the whistle. I mean, it was a competition. It was a competition. Everyday girl, you can't see her anymore.
Oh,
Swipe out and come back in, everyday girl.
okay. I was gonna say.
It was a competition. It was an absolute competition. I mean, and I love to compete, right? And so for me, I was like, ooh, and I was counting who's. I was like, ooh, okay, we're just one away. It was just so much fun. It was so much fun. So it was very well
Yes.
organized. It was a really, really good time. So we appreciate you doing that. And the Bengals, everybody who participated, y'all, those Bengals were the bomb. Absolutely the bomb. So
Thank
we
you. I
appreciate you
appreciate
doing
that. And any feedback that y'all have, I'm open to it. I mean, I'll either take it or I'll flush it, but no, I'm always open to feedback. So if
it.
there's
Yes.
something that we can tweak to make it even better,
Yes.
please
Yes.
let me know because we want to continue to make it better. So
Okay. Yes. And Everyday Girl said that it was a great show and she was able to snag a few.
good.
Her service was back. She was traveling as well. So
Okay, okay.
yeah.
And
But
and I don't know who said only twice a year, but yes, I don't want it to become a watered down version of itself. So I
mhm,
want it to stay fresh and fun, and then I don't want it to be a watered down version to me either. I want to
yeah,
continue to make it fresh and fun. So
absolutely.
and also to make sure that I have the capacity to do it.
Right.
Twice a year I can do for sure.
I
So
love that. I
yeah,
love that.
yeah.
Now, Urge just showed you one of the qualities and characteristics of herself that I just absolutely adore. So we were talking earlier about I think Teresa was asking, she's considering being a new seller. One of the things that I love, and most of my friends do this, but I love the way Urge approaches it. She's very reflective. She's very, very reflective. She's going to prepare, she's going to do, and she's going to reflect. And it's not going to be this, eternal preparation. She's going to set a plan, she's going to do the plan, she's going to reflect on the plan, and she's going to make it better. And I think that, in a nutshell, is a great tip for anyone who's thinking about selling, anybody who has just started selling, and anyone who's been selling for a long time. So thank you, friend.
Oh, thank
And
you.
oh, Tuchella said, "Did I
Coachella,
hear you say
she
4 times?"
she knows she did not. I will do it 4 times if you will come on and sell one of those times. How about that?
Ooh, ooh. See, do I hear a challenge? Do I hear a challenge?
Uh-huh.
Tuchella, do I hear a challenge?
Let me think. Uh-huh. Okay. I'll wait.
Yep, I think you got
Yeah.
her with that one. I think you got her.
We'll
Um,
sit and wait.
we'll sit and wait.
Yeah.
So, over the past 3 years that you've been on Whatnot, what are some of the things that you have seen change for the better, and some things that you think can be a little improved upon? Let's say that.
There was one thing, and I know there was a lot. I know there was a lot, and yeah, you do. You need to hurry up and retire so we can so we can hang out and I can call somebody all day long. um, there was one thing that we had where you could send items, ship items to. You could purchase items and then ship them to a friend or as a gift or what have you. And I think that there was so much value in that because maybe
Oh.
I don't necessarily need anything, but Kathy has a birthday coming up. I could purchase an item from Savvy D and have it shipped to Kathy. Or
Oh.
I could purchase something from her bin and have it shipped to Kathy. I just thought there was so much value, and people, customers and sellers really enjoyed that. And
Mm-hmm.
I know when we went to seller support in Austin, there
Mm-hmm.
was some conversation around that. They really didn't spend
I
a
know.
lot of time answering why we didn't have it anymore. They said that they gave the impression, I should say, that there wasn't a lot of value to it, but
Hmm.
everyone else begged to disagree.
Yeah.
So I think that really was something that we might have missed the mark on.
Okay.
Um, but again, but as far as I don't know, I have to think about that just a little bit. But
Sure.
as far as something that really stands out, I don't really think there's a lot. I mean, yes, there have been changes, and with anything else, and having come from y'all, the truck's back again on the other side. So
I don't
I'll
really
have to
hear
think
it.
about that next time.
I don't hear it.
You don't hear it? Okay, that's great.
Mm-mm. Mm-mm. They're trying to get
But
their job done before it gets to be 1,025 degrees outside.
it's
I
already
think.
1,025. I know they gotta do what they gotta do.
Yeah, yeah.
But I think, and what y'all may not know, what a lot of you may not know, is that I worked in corporate America for over 30 years.
Mm-hmm.
And so um and the particular job that I had was a catastrophe job. So that meant at the drop of a hat, I would be asked to go and travel anywhere across the United States. Okay.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Within a matter of 24 to 48 hours. And so I
Wow.
had to stay ready. There were constant changes, um, and changes within changes. Things could happen very quickly. And so that is one thing. I never thought of myself as a change agent, but I
Mm-hmm.
had to be by default. And
Yes.
so with Whatnot, I think, oh, I was like, I don't know what seven is, but I think that has allowed me to just kind of let whatever Whatnot change that might impact somebody else and be like, oh my God, the sky is falling. I'm just like, okay, I'm gonna try
Yeah.
it, and
Yeah.
we just move on. So
Yeah.
if it sounds like there haven't been changes, it's not that. It's just my approach to the change is probably very different from most people,
Right. Right.
if
Right.
that
Right.
makes
Right.
sense.
That makes
So,
total sense. You put it in perspective.
yeah, so I
Yeah.
just was
Yeah.
like, well, this, I can live with this, so let's move on with life.
Yeah.
But
That makes sense.
I do think that having been on the app for some time does allow you an opportunity to really, and I think this is true for anybody, but especially after you've been a while. I know most people kind of settle into one space and that's kind of
Mm-hmm.
where they stay most of the
Mm-hmm.
time. Um, but I think what's happening with me now is trying to figure out where I can get where I really fit in, I guess. Like, I
Okay.
love jewelry, but is that really the lane? And is that the lane that's going to afford me the greatest opportunity?
Right. Right. Right.
So,
Understandably. Yeah.
and just not being afraid to try new and different things. And so one thing you can bet I'll try something different in a
Yeah.
minute.
Yeah.
But
Yeah. Yeah.
still trying to figure it out. I mean, if I'm being honest, still trying to figure out what others try to figure out. How can I get more people in the room? What does
Yeah.
that look like?
Right.
How do you support the community without being detrimental to your household and your time?
Right.
Because
Right.
there was a time when I'm on the app a lot, but there was a time when I was really on the app a ton.
Okay.
And fortunately, I don't have kids here and things like that, but I mean, I do have a spouse.
Right.
And
Right. Right.
and as long as he was watching TV, I'm good. But
Right.
how do you have that balance really and
Yes.
truly? Because you still
Yeah.
want to be able to support.
Right.
And so those are just some of the things that I think about now. And then in this phase, as I'm entering into a different phase or chapter in my life, what does that look like too? In terms of, do I increase my visibility? Do I do some other things, on the back end? Just all the things. So,
Right. Right.
you never quit thinking about it.
Yes.
You never
Absolutely.
quit thinking about it and how to improve it. Yes. Yep.
Yes.
Yeah, people do enjoy a theme. And
Yes.
so, I do try to have a theme show like this.
Yeah.
Shameless plug, this Friday I've got a wood show.
Yes.
Um just different things like that. And then I've got clothing coming up just
Right.
because I have a small medium show coming up. Well, y'all know I'm not a small medium, but um, there was a friend of mine who had a cousin whose wife has all of these clothes. And when I say all, I'm talking 20 plus bins of clothing. And they're all small medium. And so I thought it would be a good idea to, to take that on. Well, I haven't even gotten through the first bin yet. So I'm gonna have to recommend something else to him because there's no way I can get through 20 bins of clothes.
Wow.
Yeah, I can't. It's been a while since I got them. So anyway, so just thinking about that, what starts out as a great idea, and then you're
Right.
like, hmm, maybe that wasn't such a good idea after all. The only thing I thought about was going over to his place and selling from there, but I don't even really want to do that, and I really don't want to
Okay.
bring the clothes here. So I'm gonna have to suggest what's the lady's name who does the closet
Consignment
travels?
cycle.
Yes. I said
Uh-huh.
maybe she can come to Texas. So
Oh, okay. That'd be fun. And I know she
yeah.
would. I know she
Yeah.
would.
So anyway, so
Yeah.
that I don't know that I answered your question, probably
You
squirreled
did.
all around it, but
No, no,
that's where my head is these days.
no.
So
Okay. Okay.
yeah.
Awesome. 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 And let me ask you this. You mentioned Austin. So for those in the room who don't know, Whatnot held a seller summit in Austin. It was the first one that they've ever held. When was that,
Yeah.
Karen? Back in July? June?
June maybe? I don't even
Okay.
remember.
I can't remember either.
It
It
was
was
hot.
June. It was June.
So
That's
I
right.
think June-ish. And if somebody
Yes.
remembers, put it in the chat. It might have been May. Yeah, I do not remember. So that
But
is menopause and age swirling up here to go with this gray.
you are funny. So a few months ago, they had
Yes.
this seller summit, and Karen attended. What do you think? Give us a couple of just pointers that really stood out to you about what you heard, or just facts that just stood out to you about what you heard in the summit.
So I don't have my notes with me, but I remember one thing being really just blown away by the fact of how many people actually joined the app last year. I think it was like 20 million, if I remember correctly. And
Wow,
when you think about that, um, I mean, that's a huge
that's
number.
huge. Yes,
So
yes,
when we talk
yes.
about there's enough for everybody, there really
Right,
is because
right.
people are constantly becoming sellers, but they're also, joining the app. And when I go out into the community and as I'm shopping, sometimes I wear my shirt because I want people to see if people will notice. So we got,
Oh, that's a
whatnot
great point.
t-shirts.
Yes.
And I'm often surprised by folks who are like, "Oh my God, are you on Whatnot?" And so I'm like, "Oh
That's
yeah,
a
I forgot
great
I was wearing it."
idea.
But yeah, and here's my I think
That's
Ava and I were
yes.
in Atlanta and we were at a restaurant and I was telling the young lady about it and she took our handles down so she could follow. So just making sure that I spread awareness. But anyway, again, squirrel moment. The other thing is I was blown away by how folks were marketing themselves and I was not. So I think that's something, another area that I probably no probably need to improve upon if I'm in that
Okay.
environment again. So people
Okay.
handed out cards, they gave you little free gifts.
Right.
Um, like Shop Happy was there and she had her happy packs that she was giving out.
Okay.
Other people had like little packs of things, just
Okay.
little gimmicks for you to remember them. And so
Right.
I
That's a
was
great
talking
idea.
with my sister about it because I think there's going to be some type. I don't think it's going to be a summit, but maybe just a meetup, and I was talking with her about, ensuring that she had some items to tangibly give
That's a great
to
idea.
folks to just, as a reminder, hey, oh, I met this person there. Let me follow them or what have you, or
Yes.
join their show. So I think just the importance of that and just selling yourself,
Right.
just
Right.
putting
Right.
yourself out there.
Right.
And so I think, those were a couple of things. I know those are very small things, but just an opportunity to put faces with names. There were some Texas sellers there, but there were also folks from out of state who were there. Leslie
Yes.
of A Reworker's Passion was there
Mm-hmm.
as one of
Mm-hmm.
the panelists, and we got to meet Kenny, and some of the others, but those were the names that stood out. And I had dinner with a couple from Arizona, and
Oh,
we got to
nice.
chat. I mean, so just those types of things that are just really cool. So
Yeah.
if there's ever an opportunity for you to participate in one, I would wholeheartedly suggest that you do it. And I think
Yes.
that when I go back, I will just be way more intentional about marketing and putting myself like in the middle of things than I was the last time. So
Okay, that's good. That's really good advice
yeah.
because I would have never I love the opportunity to network, but I would have never have thought to, with a community of other sellers, have
Hmm.
little giveies or things like that for them to have tangibly to
Yes.
really remember me by. So that is a great, great suggestion. Awesome
Yes. But it
suggestion.
was it was a lot of fun. So
Good, good,
but
good.
definitely would do it again. And even if it's not in my area, I would travel for it just to get
That
the
is a great tip.
just to get
Hmm.
all of the good, and then of course all of the the different breakout sessions that
Oh,
they had. It was just
absolutely.
like being at a work conference, really.
Yes, 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 yes.
Hey, India, and
Hey,
India was
India.
there, so
India was
I
there.
got to meet
Okay.
India.
We were talking about
So
Austin, India. Good
yeah,
morning. Good morning.
yeah. So
Okay. Well, that is so good to know. And it's good feedback. It's good to have information that we can kind of soak in, take, and make it our own. One thing that I've just heard you say was, or my interpretation of what you say is always be ready.
yep,
Um, if you don't have like a little bling or what's the other one? Hi, hello, or whatever it is, an electronic business card,
yep,
people are going to talk about your jewelry. They're going to compliment you on your jewelry. They're going to compliment you on your clothing. And you can let them know what you do with just, having them tap your phone and exchanging business information. So always be ready, just
yep.
always expect that and always be ready to network. We sell ourselves every day.
Every day.
Every day. That's what we do. We
Yep,
sell ourselves every day, whether we know it or not. That's
yep.
what we do. All
That's
right.
true.
So I'm not going to keep you much longer, but Urge, tell us one more thing for as you think about moving forward and as you've talked about your journey moving forward, what do you think is going to be one of the most intentional actions that you will do for Q4? I know I caught you off guard with that. It just came to my head.
This is so much like a work question too. It's like an interview. And my brain is not in work mode right now, girl. Far from it. My brain is in getting all my shit off that laptop so I can send it back. That's where my brain is.
Yes,
Okay.
ma'am.
Okay.
Yes, ma'am. Yes,
Okay, so
ma'am.
for Q4, I think so. Kathy and I often joke because Kathy is the analytical brain. So she's the one. This question is a Kathy question for sure. Okay, it's not an urge question, y'all. Karen's question would be, what type of sourcing are you gonna do for Q4? Where are you going? But Kathy wants to know what I'm doing. Okay.
It could be sourcing related. It could.
No, because I don't need to
Okay.
source anything. I have everything I need right in my little upstairs room.
Okay. Well, we've
Okay.
identified that. That's good. That's good.
So everything I need is here. And
Gotcha.
as a
Gotcha.
matter of fact,
Gotcha.
as I was planning, I think one thing that I do want to do is I want to participate in more raid trains with hosts or conductors who I don't know.
Okay.
So that app
Oh,
where you can go on and
yes.
join. Yes, thank you for reminding me. I had that and then I lost it.
Oh.
So I'm glad she reminded me. You were talking about scanning and I had it and then I lost it as soon as we started talking about something else. So thank you, you young brain person. Was that ATX?
Yes, that was
Okay,
that was the ATX girl.
okay.
Oh
You
Lord,
won't
have
invite me
mercy.
back, so hopefully I've screwed this up enough so that I never have to come back again,
You
right?
have not,
But
and thank you, the squirrel shop. She gave us a compliment. So,
but one thing that I would like to do, because I feel like I need more exposure, even doing this for a while, and I will say I have not been as consistent as I need to be. So
okay,
consistency is one thing. And then just trying to reach a different audience is going to be something else. So,
okay,
I put some feelers out yesterday. So we'll see if I get approved to be on a train, but I think
good.
that will be fun. Just I'll look for something that speaks to me, that resonates, and then um curious why you
Oh,
have so many boxes. Yeah. Yeah.
ah,
Yep. It's always interesting to strike up a conversation with some of the other ladies who are mailing and they're like, who are you?
yes,
What do you do? Who
right.
are you shipping this for? Are you on WhatNot? So that is true. That is part of it. And I've actually given my handle out to a lady who was not on WhatNot at the
Oh,
post office.
nice.
So I
Great
take advantage
referral.
where I can. So I say I don't promote myself, but then there I am
Yeah,
promoting myself.
right,
But
right,
um
absolutely.
but yeah, I think for me, I need to focus more on exposure, ways to be seen. I feel like I have a great product. I just don't
Hmm.
often know if it falls on all of the eyes that it needs to.
I got
And
you.
so
I got you.
that's my Q4 goal. And I've
Okay,
already
I
started
love
that.
that.
So yeah.
I
So thank you
love
for the
that.
question, friend.
I'm going to hear about it later, y'all.
No, you won't. Yeah, no, and that's what I'm saying. Kathy is probably the yin to my yang, and not the yin yang twins. But
Yep,
I
yep,
guess we
yep.
could be the yin yang
Yeah,
twins.
we could. Y'all, I keep telling y'all, the urge makes me say, don't say that. I'm not the creative one, right?
But you are. It's
But
just different.
yeah, well, I appreciate that. I do
Yeah.
appreciate that. I'm gonna keep telling myself that, and maybe it'll
Yes, you
it'll
are.
sink in at some point.
Yeah. And you drive me and you allow me to think and focus in ways that I wouldn't think about. Just like with that question, I would not, I mean, I have thought about it, but to
Right,
articulate it and say, well,
right.
that's what I'm going to do for Q4, I had not. I just knew I needed to do something different.
Okay.
So
Yep.
that and consistency. And
Okay.
and I've
I love
already
that.
been doing that since I've had more time to do it. So
Yes, I
so thank
love
you
that.
for the question. I appreciate
Absolutely.
that.
Does anyone have any questions for Urge? Let's open up the floor. You get a question. You get a
You get a
question.
question. You get a question. I'm not even
Ah,
thinking in quarters yet. So yes, great question. See? See?
well, they
So
always say that there's this, and Thrifty ATX girl has talked about this in a lot of her shows. There's a summer slowdown. And so
yes.
you use the slowdown to really propel yourself for Q4 when
Yeah.
people aren't traveling, when people are, they have more time to focus. They have intentional shopping to do for gifts, like you mentioned
Yep.
earlier, all types of
Yep.
things that are just
Yeah.
possibilities for growth in those later months.
Does less work equal more whatnot? So it already has. So I was doing only Friday shows. So I've been doing, my strategy has been Monday is clothing and Friday is jewelry. And
Ah,
that's
I love
just
that.
as I work to liquidate a lot of the clothing that I have. So I had a final vintage show and clothing show, but I still have plenty of vintage clothing. I just decided after that I'm just going to, sell it in bundles or sell it on other platforms. So,
Okay,
but
got
yeah,
it.
so not a ton of whatnot because I don't want this to feel like, work 2.0
Right,
because you
right, right,
still have shipping, you still have, preparation and all the things that you have to do
right.
for the show. So I want to be able to enjoy my retirement too. So
Absolutely.
two would be the maximum, and some weeks you won't even have two because I may be traveling or I may have
Yeah,
something else going on.
yeah.
So I stay busy. I don't know how I'm staying so busy, but I mean, like by 5 o'clock, it's like I'm working the shift. So I've got to do better with
Absolutely.
managing what I'm doing right now. So, but thank
And
you
I
for the question too, Chella.
and I always say that time is our greatest resource.
Yeah.
And because it's time and we don't necessarily see a dollar figure attached to that time, sometimes it's not measured well. But
Right.
you all, every day we go to work, we exchange time and productivity for money. Okay. So,
Yep.
how much time are we spending and what are we getting paid for that time, whether it's through our sales or other ways? So, we really do have to keep account of that.
Yeah.
Um, Thrifty ATX mentioned something earlier. She is having, is it today? Today at 10:45 Central Standard Time. She's doing another shipping chat pointed around clothing sellers. Y'all, if you're shipping clothes, that is a great chat to get on. She
Okay.
talks, she does so many clothing shows, and with the new changes for shipping, she's affected by that because her packages are heavier. And so she will tell you how she manages to get so many items and how she sets her profile to get so many items at a certain price point, and the size boxes that she used, and bundling and unbundling through whatnot. It's really, really good. So if you're a clothing seller, you may want to jump on that because she's definitely going to have good advice.
And that's another reason for me to get out of clothing. When you say bundling and
I know,
unbundling, I was like, eyes grow back in the back of my head. But I will go to hers
without whatnot taking money out
in
in
real
real
time.
time. Yes.
Got
And
you.
that is
Yeah.
important.
Yeah.
That's absolutely important because you
Yeah.
don't want to, if you're offering free or reduced shipping, you don't want them taking money from you in real time. You want to weigh your items, change your measurements in your shipping settings when you're
Wow.
creating your
Hmm.
label, and then get charged for it. Because if not, you've just made whatnot a lot of money. And
Yes.
I think that we pay them dearly. So
No. They
we don't
they
need to
get
give them
their
anything else.
percentage. Yeah. No.
Yes, yes.
Don't get you started.
Don't get me started on that one. Nope. Nope. Don't get me started on
Don't
that
get
one.
you started.
But I do love it. I do love it. So it's all good. But
Yeah.
anything else? And we appreciate you so, so much for taking the time. I know this was a big ask because it was so early.
And I said nobody but Kathy could get me out of the bed. So I'm up.
Yes. Yes.
But to be up and on camera at 7, no, ma'am. I didn't even do that at work. There was a thing where my boss knew not to ask me to be on video before noon. I mean, that was just like, unless it was like a special announcement.
Right, right,
He
right,
knew. He
right.
was like, okay, Karen, she's not going to be on camera. Not yet. Because
Because she's a boss like
I'm
that. She is
not.
a boss like that. She's like,
I'm just not.
catch me afternoon before you see me.
Please.
Because, yes.
And then they were
And he,
expecting a fabulous outfit at that point. So
it was worth
no,
the wait. That's what it
seriously.
was.
Here I am. But thank you again. I appreciate it. I always enjoy your talks. I always take tons of gems from them.
Oh,
And
thank you.
I just appreciate, you're extending the invitation to me this morning. Now, all joking aside, I appreciate you. So
Oh, well,
so
thank you,
thank you.
friend. I
And keep us
appreciate you
posted
too.
on everything with the customer service, which I know you will.
I will.
Okay.
I will. I will. Yes. Thank you all. Thank you all. Urge, thank you so much. I'm going to boot you so we can raid, okay?
Thank you.
Well, let me see. Can you drop something in the chat for me really quick? No, I can
Oh,
do it right
I
here.
can
I
boot
can do it.
myself.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you, friend.
Okay. Y'all have a good day.
You too. You too. Oh, the sun. Oh, everyday girl said the sun was shining on her. It was. It was a beautiful glow. You all, thank you so much for joining. I appreciate Urge for those gems and those nuggets. Um, this is truly a community, and we're building it. And we don't, like Urge says, we don't gatekeep. We just try to make each other better and learn from each other, so our experiences can help each other grow. So I appreciate each of you being here with me this morning. Of course, thank you, Jamie. Thank you all. I think that I don't know. We'll see what we do for next week. If y'all have some topics, inbox me some things that you want to talk about. Oh, Everyday Girl said I also rode my bike. Oh, yay! See, we've been up here spinning, and Jamie J was walking. This is our time, y'all. This is our time. Yes. So we did it, y'all. We did it. All right, everybody. I of course, as I always say, mwah, mwah, much love to each and every one of you. I thank you so much for being here with me this morning. Thank you for your input. Thank you for the support that you've shown to other sellers as well. Let's remember to bookmark and follow. As buyers, we appreciate you. You let us know how to be better and how to, you know, accommodate your expectations as well. So we appreciate you. And on that note, let's find somebody to raid. Does anybody have any recommendations? Well, I'm looking. Let's see. Anybody have any recommendations? Okay, let's see who's on. Now, there was just 18,000 of us in the chat. Now there are only 12,000 in the chat. Where did everyone go? Thank you, Brenda. Thank you, thank you. Okay, let's see who is on, y'all. I feel like I always raid into Zoe's treasure. Um, y'all want to go to Zoe's real quick? And now I've only got 9. Y'all wait. Oh, I lost you all. Okay. Okay, y'all, let's go. Let's go to Zoe's treasures. Let's go. Okay, it won't let me select. She must not be on anymore. Okay, you all. We're not raiding today. It won't let me select a raid. I'm sorry. Yeah, it wouldn't let me select a raid. So you all go over to Zoe's Treasures. She's probably giving some tax and business advice today. I love hearing the nuggets that she shares in the morning. So it won't let me raid. So you all go over there and put elephants in the chat when you get there, okay? I love you guys so much, and I will see y'all later. Have a great day. Thank you faithfully. Have a great day, everybody. All right. Bye bye.